What's up guys, in this video we're going to be doing a comparison of the iPhone 5S, which is in black, versus the iPhone 5, which is in white. You could also call this a 5C versus 5S video because the iPhone 5 and the 5C have the same specs and internals, it's just a different outer shell. Now the iPhone 5 and 5C has Apple's A6 chip, which is a 32-bit chip, and the iPhone 5S has Apple's new A7 chip, which is a 64-bit chip. So what we're going to be doing is putting these two things head to head, and we're going to see what apps and games open up faster, if pages in Safari load faster on it, and we're also going to be doing some rebooting. So we're going to turn it off and turn it back on, and let's go ahead and do that first. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the power button on both phones, so it brings up the slide to unlock, and we're going to slide at the same time. I'm not going to release yet. And 3, 2, 1, and this is pretty much just going to be a look at how fast both phones turn off. Let's see if there's actually a difference, if that 64-bit chip is going to help it turn off faster. So we're getting the spinning wheel right now. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. This is taking a long time to turn off. And it looked like the 5S was just a hair faster. Not really much is going to make a difference, but it was a tiny bit faster. But again, that's just turning the phone off. Now, let's actually turn the phones on and see if there's a big difference there. Alright, so I'm going to get my girlfriend to press the button at the same time as me. I'm going to count down. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Wow, the 5S is a lot faster and just bringing up the Apple logo. Alright. Let these things boot up and we'll see which one. It looks like the iPhone 5S is already about to go to the home screen. Okay. And there we go, we are already on the lock screen. So I'm going to go ahead and swipe over on that one. Type in my password. And this one also just made it a lock screen. So I'm going to go and swipe over on that one. And there we go. So you see the iPhone 5S turned off and booted up just a little bit faster. Nothing that's going to make a crazy difference. It was only a second or two apart. But yeah, there you go. There's a speed comparison of the rebooting. Next up, we're going to be comparing apps and games to see which phone actually opens them up faster. Go ahead and tap the home button on both phones to show you there is nothing running on the phone. No multitasking apps as you see. So let's go ahead and tap back to the home button. I've got two folders here called Speed Test, which has the same apps in them, and we're going to go ahead and start off by opening Infinity Blade 3, a new game which is going to definitely take a toll on these processors. So let's go ahead and tap on both of these at the same time. 3, 2, 1, and release. Alright, so let's see which one actually loads up first. Looks like they're going about the same right now. Both phones is the first time opening them. Looks like we're getting some Game Center stuff. The 5 is actually beating the 5S right now. I think it was due to the Game Center though. Maybe not. There we go. Now it's getting it. Guess it's loading up right now. There we go. So the 5S is a little bit ahead.
This world was broken.
The 5 is still loading.
For salvation, into fire and blood and
graphics
treachery.
are really nice.
You were born, my majestic blade.
The 5 just now started loading. I can't say the graphics really look better. I can't see much of a difference there, but obviously they're not on the same video clip. I went ahead and muted both phones. As you can tell, both phones have great graphics. They look fantastic, especially with this game, Infinity Blade 3. I can't tell really that the 5S looks much better though compared to the 5 when they're right beside each other. But yeah, both phones look great. I just don't really see that much of a difference between the two. Next up, we're going to open up one of my favorite games, Subway Surfers. I'm going to try to do these at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Earlier when I was trying this, the 5S was just killing the 5 in opening this app. So yeah, you see this one's still loading. It hasn't even got to it yet. It was actually even doing it faster earlier. So there's the little ad. I'll go ahead and close both of those out. The 5S clearly beat the 5 right there. Again, not much of a difference that it's going to just amaze you or something like that. You probably only notice it if you actually put them right beside each other. But when I was trying it earlier, the 5S was even a little bit faster loading this app up than the 5 was. Alright, let's go and move on from games now. We'll do Twitter and Facebook. Now the iPhone 5 is on my girlfriend's accounts, and then the iPhone 5S are my accounts. That shouldn't make too much of a difference. We're really just looking at like how fast the apps open and load up. So let's go ahead and start with Twitter. Do 3, 2, 1. And it looked like they're about the same. Actually, the 5S loaded up the Twitter feed just a little bit faster. And yeah, there you go. There's a quick little comparison now. I'll go ahead and move right on to Facebook. So let's do that. 3, 2, 1. Now this will depend really what's in our feeds differently, because there may be some pictures on hers and not a picture on mine. So it looked like it was pretty much about the same. Maybe the 5S was a hair faster, but yeah, not really much of a difference there. We'll also open YouTube since there wasn't much of a difference with those two. So 3, 2, 1. See which YouTube app loads a little bit faster. And again, pretty much about the same. It actually looked like the iPhone 5 was a hair bit faster there. So really not much of a difference in opening basic apps. But as far as games, it's actually going to take a toll on the processor. It looks like the 5S is definitely going to beat it by a few seconds. And finally, we're going to do a Safari test and actually see how fast websites load on both phones. I don't really expect to see much of a difference here, but we will see. I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these bookmarks right here. I'll start out with YouTube. So let me tap on that, and 3, 2, 1. And let's see which one loads faster. Again, about the same thing. Go ahead and tap bookmarks. I will load up my actual YouTube channel page. Let's do that. 3, 2, 1. And again, about the same speed. So it doesn't look like there's much of a difference here. Both phones are on Wi-Fi. This one actually doesn't have service, so I can't test the LTE speeds. But again, it shouldn't be much different. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 5 actually beat it right there to load up the page. Wow. So there you go. There's a quick speed test comparison of the iPhone 5S versus the 5 or 5C. Now take into account when you're using these phones, the iPhone 5S is probably going to perform a lot better over time than the iPhone 5 will. So maybe you'll get lag and a little bit of slowness on the iPhone 5, where you won't see that on the 5S, which I can't really demonstrate in this video because I can't show myself using my iPhones over a long period of time. But take that into account. That doesn't mean that the iPhone 5S isn't faster just because on every occasion it didn't seem to be a little bit faster there, because in the long run it probably will. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to click the like button down below. Also make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel right there so you don't miss any of my future tech videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. If you want to see more videos on the iPhone 5C and iPhone 5S, make sure you click one of the videos on the screen right now and it will take you right to that.